music.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Nigeria Guy Reviews. I'm your boy Ugo. Today we have this 2023 Jeep Gladiator for you. Today we're going to do an in-depth review of this vehicle. I'll tell you what's inside, outside, what is powering this beast, and we're going to give you a quick overview of this vehicle. I hope you're enjoying this. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you're able to be notified whenever I upload videos like this. So we're going to go ahead and start with this video. Starting from the exterior of this vehicle, the first thing that you notice is that this is it looks like a regular Jeep Wrangler. So if you know anything about Jeeps, you know that this Gladiator is technically a pickup version of a Wrangler. So we're going to see all the similarities with the Wrangler and what this is. And if you're a Jeep guy, we're going to see if this is something that you will be considering, or should you be sticking with a regular Jeep Wrangler? Jeep people, is this also considered, a Jeep in your community? So today, please stick with me as we go through the specs of this vehicle. All right, so starting from the exterior and the front fascia of this vehicle, you see the corporate Jeep grille. It's like the 7 bars that are going across it to tell that you're looking at a Jeep, and you see the single headlights, and on the side you have your turn signal and your I guess the marker. This also doubles it up as a daytime running light. So coming down here, you have a fog light, and you have this huge beam, this solid metal right here that tells you that this is a Jeep. And right here you have your tow hook, which is capable of towing or pulling whatever you want to pull with this vehicle. So the first you notice that this is very, very high. It has a huge ground clearance from your regular a regular vehicle. I guess that's what makes this a Jeep. And you see this color. This is a very beautiful green color. You're not going to see too many of these. This is kind of like, it is nice to look at. It's like this nature green, and it's very nice. So it has like this green and the black accents running on this vehicle, and in my opinion, this looks very, very good. So coming down to the side of this vehicle, the first thing you also notice the huge tires that this thing is running. This is not the rugged tires. This is a regular one that comes from the manufacturer. It is running on 18-inch alloy wheels. This is a regular corporate Jeep alloy wheels. So these tires are basically running on 255, 70, 18. So that means that these are alloy wheels, 18-inch alloy wheels. But these tires are definitely huge. They are huge for like maybe small off-road or on-road performance. So I know that a lot of people who buy this, the first thing they do is swap up these tires and put those, the huge 26-inch off-road tires or, more. Because I've definitely seen this very, very much elevated, sitting up high, and this is what Jeeps to be. But let's move on. So coming down to the side, you can see the huge ground clearance on this thing. I mean, if you have bad knees, you're probably not going to be able to get into this vehicle because it is huge. There is no running board on this, but it being a Jeep, it gives you, all the spaces where you can install and attach whatever body, parts you want to put on it. So you have the hose right here. I guess this is where you put your running boards or whatnot. For the Jeep, the doors also do come out. So you can unscrew this and take the doors out. The doors are pretty light as well. So you notice that this is a very long truck. So it is 218 inch in length and about 75 to 76 inch in height. So this is running on the wheelbase is about 137 inches, and the bed is a standard 5-foot bed, or 60 inches. So no matter which version of this truck you get, you are going to get the same standard 5-foot bed. So I mean, this is not built for you cannot get this on a standard cab. You get a standard bed, which is not, too small, but this is what it is. So coming from the to the back of this vehicle, you notice you also have this huge tow hitch back here. Well, this is not a tow hitch, but you have like this hook right here that you can use to pull, I guess, other Jeeps out of mud or other cars. And right here, they also give you your connectors for those who want to attach whatever you want to attach back there. So they've made everything, they have pre-installed everything. So all you need to do is to just buy the parts and then get it done. So you have your standard Jeep tail light. The backup light is integrated with the turn signal. Everything is housing on here. I have your side marker over there. What else? Of course, you have a backup camera. This comes standard in all the Gladiators, which is also pretty good feature to have, because trust me when I say that this is a very huge vehicle. It is a huge vehicle, and it gets also bigger depending on which brand or which spec that you get. So I believe there's about 4 different specs of this vehicle. This is the Overland. There's a Sports, there's an Overland, there's a Rubicon. I don't remember what the other one is, but this right here is the Overland. And so now we're going to go into the hood of the vehicle and see what is pushing this giant SUV. I said SUV, I mean Jeep. Sorry. Oh, there is no lever to pull over here. It's a Jeep. Forgive me. All right. Okay. Jeez. Everything is so different with this thing. All right, so looking at this engine, this is the 3.6 liter V6 that is pushing 286 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. There are 2 versions of engines that comes in a Gladiator. You have a diesel and you have the regular petrol engine. The diesel gives you 260 horsepower and I believe it's 420 something pound-feet of torque, something along that line. Don't quote me on that. But so this right here is the V6 engine. So it is not a very fast SUV or Jeep. How do I feel from the driver's side of this vehicle? Like I said, this is a standard Jeep interior, the standard Jeep what you will see in the regular Jeep. So you have a levers here to control the seats. Everything is manual. You have manual adjustability for the steering. Is also manual tilt and telescope, which is not bad. Actually, this is not bad at all because you still get all the standard, things that you need from a 2023 vehicle. You have your controls on the steering. You have this is, I believe this is 9-inch or 8-inch infotainment system. So which is not bad at all. That comes standard with, as soon as it boots up, let's turn this down and accept that. So this is the standard Jeep Uconnect system. So you can come to the back. All right, guys. So the next thing that you notice here is this is built for its ruggedness. You have the gas selector, which is a regular, gas selector. And one thing you notice that it has a Jeep Gladiator, the silhouette drawn on it. So which is a very nice Easter egg on this thing. So you have your connectors right here. You have a USB type C and the regular USB, and you have your aux connector right there. So for the windows, these are the buttons to move them up and down. So when I first got in here, I was actually looking for where to roll down the windows. But I believe the reason why Jeep gives you these controls on the center is because the doors can come off. So they don't want you to take the controls with you when you take the doors off. So you also have a cigarette lighter right there. And like I said, this is built for its ruggedness. You have the buttons that are purposefully put in. They're not trying to make it fancy or anything. It's just right there. You have your purposely built handbrakes. You have your volume knob. You have your climate controls right there, and you have the button. So I think the one of the reasons for this is that when you're wearing gloves, you should be able to control distance. You should be able to feel around and know what you're touching. So, which is a good thing. I'm not mad at that. So you also, let's come to the gauge cluster. You have that believe this is probably a 6-inch helper screen right there, and that gives you everything, all the readouts that you will need in this vehicle. You have your FM, you have, let's zoom that in. Our average fuel consumption is 18 miles per hour, which is not bad for this block of cheese. Sorry, for this vehicle. It doesn't have any aerodynamics, so for you to be getting up to 80 miles per gallon on the range is actually not bad at all. You have your vehicle information on there, and on the left side, you have your light switch. Goes from auto to off. I mean, like I said, this is a regular Jeep. So everything that you see in here is standard. The roof, of course, comes off. You undo it by removing this. I'm not going to do that now. You can remove this roof and store it in the trunk because it's a pickup truck. So now we're going to go into the back row to see how comfortable this is, with me sitting in the front row of this vehicle. Of course, this being an American car, you have storage, everywhere, which is not bad. You can't complain. On the doors, you still have this. It's not a door pocket, but you have the net to hold whatever that you put in here. Sitting in the second row, well, the back row of this vehicle, everything is as standard as it gets. You have your climate vent in the center. You have the cup holder. You have the connectors, USB type C and the regular USB for both passengers in the second row. And you have your household outlet right there, which is a nice touch. So, and right here you have your speakers up on the roof. So I believe this has, I think I've seen maybe about 6 speakers in this thing. Yeah, about 6 of them. 4 up front and these 2 up here. You don't have speakers on the door or in the back because this is a pickup truck, and you don't have speakers on the door because the doors get detached. So there's no electrical anything going into it except for the window winders. So sitting here is you have a standard seat. It's elevated because this is a big vehicle. The headroom is nice. The knee room, leg room, everything is also good. It's comfortable. The seat material is also is cloth. So, but it's made in such a way that it can be easily wiped off because this is built for off-roading. When you're off in the off-roads, you don't want to get this messed up. So it's easily cleaned out. You can easily do that even when the roof is open. When it rains in here, you don't have any electronic that will get in the way that will get messed up, with a little bit of rain on the inside. So this is what this is. It is a Jeep Gladiator, and based off of the Wrangler, and this is not meant to be any type of luxury vehicle at all, and it's not claiming to be that. So whatever you see here is built for off-road. You have your grab handles on there because this is a high vehicle, so you definitely need to hold on to this to climb onto it. And like I said, this is very, very the market for modification on this vehicle is very, very high. You see people who are running this in, they are very, very decked out in so many ways. The Jeep community is very, very strong. And when you have this, a Gladiator, I think you're welcome in that community as well. So the next we're going to do is to go on a drive to give you my little driving impression of this vehicle. Okay, so we are driving the 2023 Jeep Gladiator. Okay. So, all right, so the first thing that I noticed getting into this car is how upright it is. When I say upright, I mean like it feels like you're driving. I mean, you know that you're driving. This is not a usual vehicle. It has some torque to it though. It has some kick. So everything is just upright. Everything is a truck feel. It's like a right angle, for lack of better words. Yeah, so I'm trying to get a comfortable sitting in this thing. Okay, then this is good. So the steering wheel feels like it is big, but it's also very, very soft. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so this actually has some kick to it. It goes. It definitely does move. But of course, I have to speak very, very loud because it is loud in here. You can hear all the road noises. You can hear the tire noise in this thing. It is loud. You can hear the wind noise also coming into this thing because it is not insulated in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, these doors are detachable. The roof is detachable, so there's so many places where air can seep into the interior of this thing. But it still drives nice. I don't know if it's because of the tires, the regular tires that this thing is running on. It's a comfortable ride in here because of course everything is very, very elevated, so you're going to feel the nice ride in this thing. It drives, it's kind of like a mixed feeling. It's harsh because you're feeling all the bumps, and it's smooth when you're on a regular surface. This being an off-road, you have your this secondary gear on here. You have your 2-wheel high, 4 high, or 4 low, so you can definitely control the like when you're off-roading, you can use the secondary gear to like control this vehicle, so it still gives you that traditional off-road feel, of course, for what is what. Another thing I like to talk about in vehicles are like the sound system. Of course, this being what it is, you only get I think it's 6 speakers in this thing. I don't even know what name brand this is. So I did listen to the sound system earlier. It sounds decent. It sounds very decent. It's not anything to write home about, but it is what it is. So yeah, that is it for my tiny, I guess, opinion on the driving dynamics of this vehicle. I've driven it for quite some time now, and I mean, you don't get something like this and expect it to be, you know, what can I say? You don't expect it to be like, you know, a luxury cruiser. It is not. And if you've driven other pickup trucks, it probably drives similar to the other ones. So that is what I have to say. And of course, you have this backup camera on here with a trajectory, which is a nice touch because you want to know where the back of this thing is. Like I said, it is a long vehicle. You definitely want to know where the back is at all times, especially if you're going to be towing anything with this. Yeah guys, so that is all I have for you guys on here. So if you are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing, and consider sharing this page with your friends and colleagues, so we can keep growing this channel. Once again, I want to say thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.